If you're here to watch an actual adventure, a vlog from the island of Tinian, you can click right here. Welcome to Breachin, where I take a waterproof Bible, a Filipino blanket, and stories about people all over the world and preach a short message on the beach. It's a 4-minute walk that way to Unai Chiget beach. While we walk that way, you check out this intro video. Hey, what up? I'm Pastor Mattie Ice. Have you met my wife, Victoria?
We love to go on adventures around the world.
And while we're adventuring, we like to take naps and eat snacks in caves, coves, and cafes.
When we're not doing that, we're raising money for clean running water projects.
Go on an adventure with us by hitting that subscribe button
as we eat snacks around the world.
Hey, it's all about people. All the people, all around. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm on a secluded beach here on the island of Tinian called Unai Chiget. This is our first time off of the island of Saipan to do our Breachin series, so we thought it'd be cool if you could still see the island of Saipan. We're on the north side of Tinian. Saipan's right over there. And in today's special Breachin sermon, we're going to be talking about people. Especially the people that you can't see specifically. See, on our channel, the Pastor Mattie Ice channel, recently we have started to do some interviews with people, and we'll continue to do those interviews, especially people we can't see. Maybe they're on a different island, maybe they're on a different country, maybe they're going to a different country, and we wanted to tell their story. Because see, people are all around us. A lot of times we feel like this. We feel like we're at the secluded beach. We feel like we had to walk, and we've been walking, and no one's been seeing us, and we're all alone. I mean, how often does that happen to us, especially on our Christian walk? We're trying to do the best thing for Jesus. We're trying to be our person for Jesus, and what happens? People condemn us, people ridicule us, and we're like, am I all alone in this fight? And a lot of times it may seem like we are all alone. It may seem like we're in a secluded beach. It may seem like there's only a little tiny passageway to get out. It may seem like the waves are crashing in. It may seem like there are rocks all around. You may feel like you're at Unai Chiget Beach on the island of Tinian. And the truth is, you're not. You never are. There are people all over the world in similar situations. There are people all over the world praying for people just like you. And that's what's so crazy. What's so crazy, I have a friend in Indiana who regularly asks me, hey, what are the prayer concerns for you, for your ministry, for your family, for the island? And it's so refreshing. And the cool thing is, I know that she's praying for me even when she's not asking those questions. And that she's praying for others even when she's not asking them. And there are so many other people who are praying for people even when they're not asking. So maybe you feel like you're all alone. Maybe you feel like you're isolated and you're like, no one cares about me, no one's thinking about me. But the truth is, someone probably is. And maybe they don't know your name, but they're like, hey, that person in that town trying to reach those people, or that person on that island, or to that country. And you are being thought about. So our passage today is in the book of Philippians, and it's in chapter 1. Paul's writing this letter, and a lot of times when he writes letters and we're reading the epistles, we see that a common thing happens. These writers, they want to be there. They want to be with the people. They're thinking about the people. So they're writing, reminding them that, hey, we're in this together. You may feel like you're all alone. You may seem like you're isolated and that you're scared and that you're like, people are coming at me. And what truth should I believe in? That this person is saying this and this person is saying this. I just read a passage for our epistles Bible reading from 1 John, and it's all about that truth. And should we believe the deceivers who are coming in? If you want to see that series, the link are in the description below. Check out all of the Bible readings that we do all over the island of Saipan. And it's a similar thing here when we're reading any of the epistles. Paul is saying, hey, that you may feel like you're alone, or you may feel like you're apart from me, but that's not the truth. Because here's the truth. Let's start in verse 3. I thank my God in all my remembrance of you, always in every prayer of mine, for you all, making my prayer with joy, because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now. And I am sure of this, that he who began a good work in you will bring it to completion at the day of Jesus Christ. It is right for me to feel this way about you all because I hold you in my heart. For you all are partakers with me of grace, both in my imprisonment and in the defense and confirmation of the gospel. For God is my witness, how I yearn for you, all with the affection of Christ Jesus. Listen to these words. Paul is like, even though I'm in prison, even though I'm not with you, I'm not in the same town, I'm not in the same state, that we're together, and that my prayers are for you, and that we're both reaching after and trying to get the same gospel. Isn't that so cool? That even though you may feel like you're in prison, you may feel like you're the Philippians, you may feel like you're Paul, and you're like, I'm all alone here. Secluded beach. But it is our reminder to you today that you're not. Just keep trucking along, keep remembering, keep trusting that Spirit. See, the wind is so breezy right now, and that breeze is one of those things that reminds us that God is ever present, that He's ever around. You know, Saipan, I teach outside. I teach Bible and PE. In the PE, I'm outside. And a lot of times, we just got out of hot season, and a lot of times it's like, oh my goodness. And then that cool breeze passes through. And that's what's reminding me now, that cool breeze passing through, reminding that God is there, the Spirit is there. So when you feel like you're all alone, when you feel like these deceivers are coming in, when you feel like you don't know what the truth is anymore, trust the Spirit. Don't say, hey, I can do it on my own. I can make it on my own. If I tried to make it that way, on my own, the waves are going to get me, and then I'm going to get to the open ocean, it's going to be like, what? You can't make it on your own. You got to trust God and trust the others around you, even if they're not around you. They're all over. They're praying. We're one big family, the family of God. I know a lot of times in the world when we watch the news, we watch social media, and we're like, we're not in this together. The people are yelling at people and arguing about this and bickering. And oh my goodness, get off my case. What? And it makes us feel even more isolated. And it makes us feel sometimes that we have to isolate ourselves. Like, I'm just going to stop watching the news. I'm going to stop listening to the media. I'm going to stop reaching out to other people because I get so frustrated because I just can't win because everybody just keeps arguing. And I hate it when people argue. I hate it when people bicker. I hate it when people complain. Right? That's where we get to a lot of times. And maybe we go to a secluded beach and we build ourselves a beach hut and we're like, you know what? I'm staying here. This is where I'm going to do my Christian walk. I'm not going to watch any more preachers because they're all a bunch of hypocritical heathens. And you know what? Preachers and pastors, they do sin. We all sin. Right? That's the way it is. And yes, there are some people, some Christians, some pastors who keep sinning and keep living in that, and maybe you need to stay away from those. But the people who are trying to be better and who recognize their mistakes and honestly pursue Jesus, watch those people, listen to those people, dwell with those people, reach out to those people. Maybe it's a letter, maybe it's a phone call, maybe it's reaching out on social media. I don't know how you can reach out to somebody, but just do that. Don't isolate yourself. And you're like, you know what? Me and Jesus. That's all it needs. Me and Jesus. That's all I need. We got it right here. Because it's not. Paul reminds us so often. John reminds us so frequently. All of the authors, the entire Bible reminds us the importance of people. It reminds us the importance of trusting people and discerning people and staying away from those people who have had hard hearts and whose mind have been shut off to the opportunity to pursue Jesus. Yes, stay away from those people, pursue, those people for Jesus. But don't just lock yourself in a cave or lock yourself on a secluded beach, however nice it may be. You're like, I love the sound of the waves in the background. I love the cool breeze blowing through as I'm sitting in the shade. Yes. It's nice, but eventually it gets lonely. Eventually the spiders are going to come off this ledge right here. The slug right here is going to crawl up. Eventually it's not going to be the best. So that's our encouragement today in our Breachin special here on the island of Tinian, Unai Chiget Beach. If you want to see the other videos from our quick day trip to the island of Tinian, the links will be in the description below. All right, you can click here if you want to see the entire Breachin series. Victoria, where should they click if they want to see more videos about us entirely?
Over there.
You can subscribe by clicking here. All right, I'm Pastor Mattie Ice.
I'm Victoria.
That's our associate Pastor Water. Wherever you are, stay chill and float on.